are running about 4.9, so we're a little low. Superheat's kind of hanging in there where it should probably be at. So let's zero this out. Let's take it up to maybe about an 8 to 10 degree subcooling. Don't have the charts in front of me. That's why it's always a bad idea to put charts and books for these things in your little rooms where you don't lose them at, because that's not where the service guy needs them at. So let's go ahead and add a little something to this and see if we can get that a little more in line with what you're used to, which will make a pretty good difference. There's your water out. It's at 29.3-ish. Four ounces. Let's see where that puts us at. Nothing major. It's already making a difference on our heat rejection. It's coming down, which is a good thing. We're not going full bore here, you know, doing the full explanation how these things work. I have other videos that you can check out where I've kind of done that. It's kind of more of just follow along and see what I'm doing for the day. Well, I only had 6 ounces for 10 degrees subcooling, 10 degrees superheat. Pretty much in line. Our heat rejection there, we're at 29 degrees. I think we said we had 30 something coming in. Let's recheck that real quick. So about 36. So we got about a 6 degree drop. I think that's right in the chart area. Going out of memory here. See what kind of temperature rise we got across the coil. Got a bypass humidifier here, so let's shut that so we don't get a lot of false readings. Actually, what we'll do, we can actually take a return air reading right in here, which wouldn't hurt nothing. Take a quick reading in here, then we'll take a reading out of the discharge out of the side of the humidifier there. Kind of see where we're at. Try to do it up here so it's a little more accurate to the air temperature that's coming from up above, which I'm going to say is around 70. Let's see what our discharge here is. So it's doing fairly decent. It'll probably do about 24 to 26 area. Water temperature coming in at about 30, just like a regular air-cooled or air source heat pump, where, you know, 30 degree weather, you're doing pretty good usually. So that's about 23, 24 degrees. That's assuming that it's only 70. I'd really like to know what caused the problem that we just had a minute ago. That's kind of concerning. This thermostat's going to be kicking out here for long. After so many minutes, it tends to upstage to the gas furnace. Switching back over to cooling mode to see if the reversing valve's acting up. I thought maybe it was sticking on a partial position, which would make sense because the pressures were pretty much equal. We're going to go ahead and check that capacitor too. So it reversed. Pressures are dropping. Let's unreverse. Let's go ahead and put this thing back the way it was so we don't forget. The capacitor was weak, came in at about 37. It's rated for 40, so I've got a new one on there. I'm trying to think of any good reason what would have happened, what would have caused what happened. And I mean, it just seems like the reversing valve was probably in the middle position. I mean, the compressor was, well, it appeared like it was pumping. It seemed like it was pumping. Maybe it wasn't pumping. Maybe that was the problem, but it sounded like it was humming along. I'll play back the video to see, but that don't make no sense. Haven't had to replace any reversing valves on this model yet, which is surprising. But I don't know. I told the lady she needs to just keep an eye on it. If she starts getting a lot of cold air, then something's going on. We're going to have to come back, and hopefully it'll malfunction to the point where we can catch it doing whatever it's doing.